Alright guys, I got a quick fix for you. I was looking on the internet about the tone rings for a 2007 Chevy Suburban, and I only seen 2 videos that even halfway talked about the tone ring. And I was about to replace mine, and I just wanted to make a quick video, let you guys see what's going on with the tone rings and give you my information that I have about the tone rings. Okay, this is the actual tone ring that goes to my 2007 Chevy Suburban. Mine is a 4-wheel drive. I think that has something to do with it. Because looking on the internet, the only time I've seen one of these was in a 4-wheel drive vehicle. I think there's just the 2-wheel drives doesn't have this in the rear axle. So that's probably why you don't see any videos on this tone ring. So this is the new one. I just want you guys to see it, because the video I seen, the guy didn't even really move it around and let you know that this inner part is loose. It's supposed to be loose, but not sloppy like it's going to fall out. And then this plastic piece right here needs to be intact. And the inside of it is rubber. It's not hard plastic or anything. It's actually rubber that when your axle goes in, it grabs on the axle, and this spins for your rear speed sensor to pick up the actual tone ring part of the actual piece here. But I already removed mine, and I thought about it. I said, look, let me show you how to put it back in. But just to let you know how I got this out, which this is the old one. Like I said, it's like a 2-piece deal. And the old one, mine I thought was real sloppy, and I've been having a problem with my ABS light coming on, my traction control light, when I come up and make a turn. And if I hit a bump or something, my ABS light would come on. Not the ABS, the traction control light would come on for a second or two. And I replaced the rear speed sensor. I replaced the front speed sensor, and it still did not fix my problem. So the whole reason why I was doing this is because I thought the bearings might have had a little wear in them, because this truck does have like 350,000 miles on it. So I did this to replace the bearings, but come to find out, it had a tone ring inside, which I didn't know anything about. Nobody's told me anything about it, and I didn't see any videos on it. So the shock when I got in there and figured out this was in there. So like I said, this is 2 pieces, and let you know how I got it out. The actual bearing puller, I put that in there, and it came out just like the bearing. You just use your slide hammer and the bearing puller, and you can get that to come out just like the bearings does. So that's the easiest way that you can get that out. So now that we're gonna put that back, I got my bearing installer, seal installer, whatever you want to call it, and I got it just big enough to go on this ring on the outside of this tone ring. The next one up, this is the 65 millimeter. The next one up was just too big. It wouldn't go all the way in the actual the hole where my axle goes. So this is the next one down. But let me get you a little closer so you can see inside the actual part where the axle goes. You can see it's a couple little indentions here for where different things stop. If you look here back here in the back, I don't know if you can see that. Let me get a light. You can see back here in the back of this, as the last indentation, and that's exactly where the tone ring is going to stop when you put it in there. So you'll bang it in there with your bearing installer, and when it gets to that back part, it should make a different tone. And the biggest thing about this is this outer part is not as hard as a regular bearing, so you got to make sure you get that to go in there straight, because if you bend this, I don't know how good it would work. So make sure you just tap it in there slowly, don't be in a hurry, and make sure it's straight. It already comes with grease inside the tone ring for when you slide the axle in there. Everything can be greased up and lubed up. So we're just gonna stick that in there. Far as we can get it, but we want it to be straight. It still has some movement in it, so I think that's good. I think I got it all the way back in there. This size is not the best. It doesn't cover the whole ring tone ring, and the next size up is too big to actually get in there. So you need a size in between 65 millimeters and 72 millimeters. So that's the problem. So I'm gonna stop right there, and as you can see, I do have movement in here of everything. Everything can still spin without being in a bind. So we're gonna leave it right there, but that's what I was just talking about, this tone ring. So if you guys, hopefully this video will help just a little bit for you can understand, you know, what's going on with these tone rings. I know I didn't explain it that well. Like I said, this is the only tools I have, so you might have a bearing installer that's between 65 millimeters and 72 millimeters that might fit in there better, but I'm happy with that. Then I can go ahead and put my bearings back in, put my rear end in, and call it a day. Alright guys, so if this helped out any, please give me a like and subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you on the next one.